The LeTourneau L2350 wheel loader, one of the biggest loaders in the world. 260 tons and 2,300 horsepower of brute force ready to load out as many haul trucks as you can send it. And its little brother, the LeTourneau L1850, which is also in the heavyweight division. We are here to find out if it's possible to roll one of these monsters. Let's get to it. This image proves that the answer is obviously yes. But how? We'll come back to this image in a moment. While it is possible to roll one of these loaders, it's not likely to occur. Basically, the only way to roll one is operator error. In other words, operating the machinery outside of the manufacturer's recommendations and the machine's capabilities. When operating a wheel loader, the most unstable moment is when the bucket is loaded and raised. Loaders have a low center of gravity, expansive wheel width, and a good rear counterweight to accommodate the immediate weight gain to the front of the machine when the bucket is filled. Under normal and recommended working conditions, they are extremely safe to operate. With the LeTourneau L2350, it can hold over 40 cubic meters of material in one bucket load, or raise well over 100 tons of material over 20 meters high into the air. If the bucket is raised incorrectly or poor machine operation after being raised occurs, it creates an effect called the pendulum effect, where the whole machine rocks side to side due to weight distribution at height. To avoid this, best practice is to stop loader travel before raising the bucket, and once raised, travel minimal to empty the load. However, these best practices are at the expense of time, especially when haul trucks are in continual cycle. With time restraints on mine sites, many loader operators feel pressured and get into bad habits, such as throwing loads, which is the practice of forward travel, hitting the brakes hard while pressing against the tires of the truck they are loading and simultaneously tipping the load into the truck tray. This effectively throws the load to the furthest side of the tray, creating good weight distribution for the whole truck during his travel to a destination. Supervisors seeing the good weight distribution on the whole truck praise the loader operator for his efforts, but ignore the bad practices that allowed the result. But this isn't about blame gaming and title shaming. Let's get to how one of these massive LeTourneau loaders may roll. Rolling a LeTourneau wheel loader backwards is virtually impossible, whether the bucket is loaded or not and regardless of being in the lowered or raised position. Rolling one forward is possible, but the bucket would need to be loaded and in the raised position while traveling at top speed and applying the brake system. But even then, this would not occur on flat ground, as these monster loaders have a top speed of only 17 kilometers per hour. So, it would require a downward slope to help the process. One more point to make is that it is also virtually impossible to roll any loader to a complete vertical cab down position, but only to the side. They're not like a turtle that are wide and flat, and when they end up on their back they are stuck, but most loaders are narrow and bottom heavy. The most obvious way to roll any loader is either to any side when the bucket is loaded and raised to top height, as this is when it is at its most unstable when in conjunction with poor operating decisions, such as articulating the machine or traveling forward and backwards over elevations such as large rocks or dirt mounds, or on uneven or sloped ground, especially any combination of these factors. Now let's go back to this. So, what happened? This LeTourneau L1850 appears to be rolled sideways over an embankment. The bucket is at half-mast and rolled flat. It also is articulated right, and some more angles. And before and after. The operator was likely stockpiling in preparation for loading haul trucks and reversed over the embankment while articulating with the bucket still in the air, maybe with some material still present. The sway of the bucket when the machine tilted left over the edge would have created a pull effect when articulated at the right moment. So yes, it is possible to roll the biggest wheel loaders in the world. More importantly, you now know how to avoid doing so. Next time you have a spare $2 million and decide to go to your nearest Latourneau dealer to purchase a L2350, just play with it nicely and it will last you forever. Let us know if you have ever operated one of these monster wheel loaders or any other large heavy machinery of equal stature. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to watch other interesting vids.